Just Slam. So, those are gonna make videos. So the big ones that I think we're gonna go start with are going to be how to do what we do. In other words, how to use the training that you subscribe to. General tracks. One of our tracks is applied strength. Applied strength is basically weightlifting, its derivatives. We in CrossFit, if you're going to compete in CrossFit, you have to be able to be equally good in going to the classical lift as you go from the hang or a partial or whatever the competition thing requires of you. And there's correlation between all of them. So if you're training specifically for weightlifting competition, you're not necessarily helping yourself in terms of CrossFit. You know, that's one of the premises that I make. Call it applied strength weightlifting derivatives. One of the formats you're going to run into is on the minute. On the minute. Why do we do on the minute? Partially is to keep you guys organized. If, like, whenever I go and lift, I have a few bros over the house and we're going to snatch and weight or do whatever we're going to do in the backyard, it drags on. It drags on. And what that means is basically you end up getting 20 lifts over 2 hours versus 20 lifts in 20 minutes. And part of it is there's also a metabolic component to that. So if you're lifting on the minute, it's cool. Sometimes we'll actually go more than that or faster, especially in terms of power cleans, power snatches. Now you're gonna see reps for percentage. So what you'll see is do 20 reps, all reps over 20 or over 90% or over 80% or whatever the percentage happens to be. What that means is that you need to work up. You need to work up to whatever load you're gonna be, your 80%. So you need to keep pretty good data. Every rep should be over that. So that's gonna be a heavy load day. You'll see this other terminology called workup. So in other words, you start out at whatever you wanna do at the beginning of the 20 reps and you build slowly over the whole length of there. Maybe you set a PR, maybe you get up to 90%, maybe. I'm not super concerned about percentages because I'm concerned what you can move at for a lot of reps. And that's kind of what CrossFit's about. Because we do test 1 rep maxes, but honestly, with all the skill set development to get heavier and to train that way, that's how it's going to help you. Reps to establish a daily 1 rep max, decrease load, work back up. This typically has to do with over 30 minutes. So the first 10 reps, right? You set up, and let's imagine you're going to a weightlifting meet where some of you guys do lift weights, or we'll do weightlifting meets. We all lift weights, but we don't, yeah. So the first 10 reps, you need to know how to get to your opener or wherever your first 10 reps. So over 6 to 10 reps, you should be ready to go out and take your first single at a weightlifting meet. Plus or minus, depending on the coach's opinion, and a whole bunch of other variables. So what I would love to see you guys do when that happens is spend those first 8 to 10 reps, warm up thoroughly, then establish your daily 1 rep max, and then work back up over the next 20. So you typically have a decrease down to 80% or 70% or 90, whatever it might be. And maybe I'll have you take reps at 80% for that particular lift. Okay, and those are typically all the formats we're gonna have. We're gonna talk about positions and some of the other definitions we use so that this makes it more useful for you. Supporting lifts. A lot of times, depending on what we're doing in the gross strength track, it will be, you'll see like a front squat, 7x1 plus depth jump or plus box jump, right? So basically what we're doing is we're waking up the central nervous system, we're getting you ready to lift some weights and do some squatting weights, and it's a great opportunity for you guys to kind of get that explosive training in. It should be done over about 10-12 minutes. It shouldn't be spread out for a half hour. The cool thing about training together a bunch of people is that it's social. The downside is it's social, and what happens is your lifting grows into this fucking monster. And it's fun to do. I tell you what, everybody who retires from CrossFit will be a national champion weightlifter. It's just as simple as that. It's so non-competitive that you can come in from CrossFit and anyway, side topic. So you can see generally two topics: 7x1 back squat or front squat, either tied to a depth jump or a box jump. Depth jump, come off something like react up. Some good Russian literature out there, and some also good videos on how to do them. It's just basically step off and react off the ground. You want to see how fast you can get back off the ground once you load. Same thing here with a box jump. If you have to tuck jump to get on the box is too high. In other words, if you have to draw your knees up when you're jumping, box is too high. Your takeoff position, your landing position should be roughly the same. Roughly the same. Okay, positions. Positions. High hang, mid thigh, below knee, ground, deficit, behind the neck. High hang. Oh jeez, I have to remember what it is. High hang. Pretty straightforward. High hang. Get in the video. Bars of the hips. This is your high hang position. This is not your high hang position. I don't know what the hell that is. What I want to say is this is the last position you're going to take off from. Vertical torso, arms nice, straight and long. When you extend upwards and then your arms fire, pull yourself under, regardless whether there's a clean or a snatch. Position 2 tends to be mid-thigh-ish. Mid-thigh-ish. So somewhere over the bar, below the knee, ground, deficit. All those cool mats I used at regionals, if you haven't bought some, you probably will. Those tend to be nice for deficit pulls. So you start with your feet on there and you can pull. Allows you to get a little better starting position. All of these partial positions are intended to get you to work on your technique. Whether I have you go from blocks or whether I have you go from the high hang. It is how we address movement faults in you as athletes. Now, if you're watching your video and you go to position 1, you unlock and you're here, you go, Mike Boiling it, guess what? I want you to come down and up. Vertical, master that position before you start to move down. You understand? I'm asking a rhetorical question to a camera. How fucked up is that? Done. Okay. You guys all understand. You guys, if you haven't got this experience, there's a lot of good videos out there, and if you have any questions, dude, post them in the forum. High hang, mid thigh, knee, deficit, ground deficit. Behind the neck, you'll find that you'll see a lot of work, some work, not a lot, we don't do a whole lot of it, is behind the neck as far as push, press, push, jerk. It's getting you to understand where those positions are. So in other words, when you're unlocked behind the neck, right? Rotate your elbows underneath. It's also the same for your jerk balance, snatch balance. Rotate your elbows underneath the bar. This thing, where's it gonna go? Out in front. This, up, up. So, rotating the elbows under the bar will make a huge difference as far as your movement patterns. Push press, push jerk, split jerk from behind the neck is great because it teaches you where your body needs to be when you receive the bar. I was going to ask another rhetorical question to the camera, and I stopped myself. I'm getting better every day. So, I hope you get this. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments part of there, and I'll try and get on it. I think the Facebook thing is going to work out pretty well because we all tend to be on Facebook more than we answer emails. Emails tend to be more cumbersome, and sometimes I can be able to reply back with a video. So, Coach's Corner. I'm such a douchebag.